Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. That's www.silverlungs.com.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
We are lining up some eyewitnesses that are calling into the local line about what they saw at the Capitol. Shots fired at Texas Capitol building. Texas State Police said one person in custody after gunshots were fired on the south steps of the Texas Capitol. Luckily, no injuries are reported. That sounds so staged, folks. More than half a dozen Texas Department of Public Safety cars descended on the Capitol Thursday afternoon as officers toting rifles surrounded the building. The officers were in the process of securing the Capitol's third floor. And it goes on, the building is in lockdown as the suspect is in custody. DPS spokeswoman Lisa Block said a witness said he heard at least 4 shots fired. And so, again, we've had a lot of people call in. We're trying to find out exactly who is actually a witness right now. I have all this other news that I want to go over. No one called into the Genesis line, so those callers who we hung up on to open the phone lines, we are now going to open the phones back up for the folks that were already on hold to call back in. Please give them a chance, folks, and then you can try to call in. 1-800-259-9231. Guys, you've got a photo of the person being arrested just a little while ago, and it looks like drug out of the Capitol. Looks like APD is helping the state police carry him. It's 5 officers helping carry him out. Can you blow that up so we can see the individual's face? Continue blowing it up. Continue blowing it up. I can't tell if it's a white male or a Hispanic male. Looks like it's a white male with a tan. I don't know, guys. That look like a white or Hispanic person to you? Give me your judgment. Looks like a white guy, doesn't it? But like a carpenter. He's got a deep, deep tan. White T-shirt, military-style haircut. My God. They're going to have a heyday with this against our Second Amendment. No matter what they pull, no matter what they do, don't let them get your guns, folks. They want to make us live like Chicago or people in New York. We have got to stand against this together. Those calls that came in to the local line, were any of them eyewitnesses? Okay, we're going to leave. This is what we're going to do. I forgot we had our own phone system. We're going to have our phone system open here in my studio for any eyewitnesses or for calls specifically from Austin on the Capitol. And, again, I want to punch up on screen that the number for locals to call is 512-646-1776, 512-646-1776. If you want to talk about the Capitol situation, and for listeners generally across the country, this got me sidetracked. I wanted to go over a news blitz right now, but I'm just going to continue with your calls because in the next hour I'm going to get into more of the news we haven't covered yet. I've alluded to a lot of it, but I want to really drill into some of it. Let's go to calls right now. Rob in Hawaii, you're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling. What's on your mind?
Well, first I wanted to thank you for how you ended your show yesterday, like stressing a peaceful resistance. Because myself, I'm a former Marine, and I could tell you 13 years ago, my company commander was going around asking our platoon if we would raise weapons or disarm our own brothers, flat out. This was 13 years ago.
Yeah, that's standard procedure. The military now trains to take on the American people. Go ahead.
Oh, absolutely. So what I was going to say, like, people need to understand any sort of armed or violent revolution or resistance just feeds right in. That's what they want. That way that justifies them to go overboard. So I really appreciate that you were stressing that yesterday. And if you could, I have two quick questions for you.
Sure.
One, have you ever considered running for political office?
For about a week one time, I ran for Republican State House because nobody was running against the Democrat. But when I saw the rules and the campaign rules, and I just couldn't stomach going out and trying to raise the money. And I was talked into it, and my gut was I can do more outside the system than I can in the system educating people.
Right. I understand that fully. Okay, my second question is, back on yesterday you were talking about 9/11 Truth. When Charlie Sheen released that video message to the president, like, it really inspired me to go research how many other celebrities have spoken out, because I wanted to make myself a few YouTube videos. And I ended up finding so many footage of so many celebrities, like, it just blows my mind. So I was wondering if there's any way you or someone you know could kind of organize all the groups, like architects and engineers, all the celebrities, and just get everybody together and just bring this to the public already. I mean, it's, you know,
well,
it's been 8 years.
trying to get celebrities. I mean, if a celebrity's at a event or a benefit and somebody walks over and says, "What do you think about 9/11?" they'll say inside job. But once you call them to really go out on this show or really get together for a big stand, then their managers and others start threatening them. The media took the bait with Charlie Sheen. He knew this would happen. He knew because of all his past, they would end up attacking him, but then that would bring the issues up. So Charlie Sheen was perfect because that's one of the few celebrities they would actually cover because they thought they could discredit it because of some of his past. It actually blew up in their face. But, I mean, again, I'm just trying to organize building my new studio, making films. I have limited staff, limited funds. You know, I had to pull people off key projects just to send them down to the Capitol. We can't just spontaneously create like God can. You know, we're not just here just doing things and making things, but I appreciate your call. We do what we can, Rob, but I appreciate it. Let's talk to Joe in Texas. Joe, you're on the air.
Hey, hi, Alex. How are you, sir?
Pretty good.
Alex, I was calling about, I was around Austin, just a kid, when they had the tower shootings there. My stepdad was with the Air Force, and I remember that distinctly, and it's just coincidental about the gun show. And then I also wanted to tell you, you can check on, if you check, like, I think it was Wednesday night or Tuesday night of this week, our local news, San Antonio, had raided a guy's house. The guy was in a uniform, military uniform, and he came out throwing like cocktails, Molotov cocktails kind of thing, and it was aired on KENS 5. And I know that this is, going after, it's just all tying in, Alex. And I was wanting to find out about I'm also the gunsmith that had talked to you once before. But I want to find out about the San Antonio, if they had canceled the San Antonio gun show at the Airport Convention Center.
No, they don't have Art Aceveda, I guess. He hasn't spoken out against it, so I guess he's for it. They don't have a police chief that just says, I don't care if there's not a law. You know, we're going to tell the landlord not to do this and shut it down. They already ran off the old person that had been there for close to 20 years, Saxett. But as far as I know, Saxett and others are still having their shows in San Antonio. I actually looked that up in the last few days, but I appreciate your call, sir. Look, I don't remember the exact day I did it, but when Aaron Dykes gets back, I sent him down with a camera to the Capitol. It was the day he wrote the article. In fact, guys, pull it up. That's how I can find the date. I forget the exact headline. FBI informant plan to attack firebomb Brave New Books, I think. Brave New Books, bookstore, sells my books and videos. One of my fans set it up. They have speakers all the time that speak there. And it's very successful. And this guy who was a federal informant, he was buddies, it was December 8th. He was buddies, print me the article then, thanks. He was buddies with the Palestinian that committed suicide by slitting his throat, gutting himself, tying his hands and feet, and throwing himself in the river. They said that was a suicide, APD. That gives you an idea of our police here now. And he was hanging out with him. He tried to get activists, according to their reports, and he now admits he was FBI, to firebomb Brave New Books. This is right at the time that there was the firebombing of the Capitol. I mean, of the governor's mansion by the Capitol. And it was on December 8th and December 9th, both those days. I said on air, so go to the archives, folks. I don't have the staff. Pull it for yourself. Put it on YouTube. We'll post it. Where I said they're getting ready. I don't know how I always know this. I don't throw out a lot of predictions. Maybe one a month or something. You know, they're going to stage some big flu hype in January. I can see them getting ready. They're going to attack the Capitol or something. Here in Texas, they're going to try to set us up. It's not even like I'm psychic. It's like I just can tell from their operations, and I study them as like a lay criminologist so much that I know what they're going to do. And I got a bad feeling. I got a really, 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 really bad feeling. Here's the article.